Hi, my name is Todd, and I'm talking to you from my home, which is my office currently. I work for the Mental Health Empowerment Project in Albany. We have three offices, and we provide peer support and crisis support to people all over the Capital District and all over the state. And I wanted to talk to you today about taking care of yourself and helping you with anxiety during this very difficult time of the COVID virus. And I hope that the glare from my glasses is not too much because I have tried out several settings and nothing's really worked yet. But um, first of all, I really want to acknowledge that if you feel some sense of fear, some sense of uh, dread, or any kind of bad feelings right now, depression, cabin fever, just know that these are all very normal and that there's nothing wrong with you if you feel this way. We're not accustomed to being distanced socially. And so give yourself the credit that, you're even watching this and you're doing something to try to help yourself. So that's first and foremost, to take care of yourselves. Um, for anxiety and thoughts of anxiety, one of the things that I really recommend is a technique that you have probably heard of already called mindfulness. And this really is about not allowing your mind to take over, not allowing your thoughts to really rule you. So, uh, if you catch yourself thinking about things from the past, from the future, things that really aren't affecting you right now, maybe you can do something about it. Maybe you can do something like meditation. The first thing I want to suggest is to take a pause. And in this pause, you'll breathe deeply for about 5 seconds and then breathe out for about 5 seconds through your mouth and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and make the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. And don't hold your breath at all. Just let it flow. And I call that the pause. Do that about 5 or 6 times a day, and you get your bearings, and I think it helps. So, another thing is to practice mindfulness meditation. So, I'm going to give you a couple of resources throughout this. I'm going to be bouncing back and forth from a couple of places. Um, so, you can see me in the corner now. That's still me, and this is something that you can subscribe to. It's a application, and it's something that's on YouTube for YouTube subscription, and they provide a lot of different mindfulness meditations that can help you to feel more calm and just feel healthier and happier. This has really worked for me, and I think it can work well for you too. So you can pause and you can take down that information. I'm going to pop back up though. Okay, so I'm back. Now, one of the first things I want to talk about when it comes to the virus is that we tend to look at this with really I don't know how to put it. We tend to catastrophize, if that's a word you're comfortable with, and we think of all the worst case scenarios. So one of the things that really is important is to weigh the amount of information that you're taking in a day. Uh, we need to have news about this, and we're really curious about it. But think about a couple of news sources that you consider reliable and go to those a couple times a day, tops, and then have a news blackout after that. From that point on, read some things that inspire you, watch some videos that inspire you, uh, burn a candle with that's scented, use scented oils, anything that can make you feel good and feel comforted in the situation that you're in right now. So, again, this pause that I had mentioned before is something that you can use, and that mindfulness is something to think about. And you can also think about gratitude, gratitude for the first responders who are helping us through this crisis, and just try to make it a habit of thinking of the good things, whatever they might happen to be. So now I want to talk to you about how you're caring for yourself, because it's very easy when we're in our own little home office here not to take care of ourselves. Some of you might be out of work. Uh, I'm lucky in that we're allowed to work from home. And what I have done at the suggestion of a couple of people is to keep myself on a very regular schedule. So what I do is I get up at the same time every day and go to the bed the same time every night as if I'm at work. And just like at work, I give myself breaks. And when I give myself breaks, I take a break from everything. So, have a cup of coffee, drink some water, uh, eat a good diet. A lot of people seem to live on coffee during a period like this. So you want to hydrate. Make sure you're rewarding yourself with good food. You deserve it. Okay. So schedule those breaks and take them. Now, one very important part of self-care is to get moving. And movement, exercise is so good for our well-being. In fact, in a lot of studies, exercise has been proven to be better at addressing conditions like depression than drugs, prescription drugs, it is. And I exercise often, and I'm now not able to exercise the way I usually do, which is swimming. So I've been finding some resources, and I wanted to share one with you. So I'm going to go back into my little cubby again here. So here we have it. This is the YMCA at home, and this is these are programs that you can go to. You don't need to be a member of the Y to join, to go to these programs. So I would suggest that you go there and see if there's anything that can help you to do a little bit of exercise. Even 20 minutes of exercise will really help you feel better. Now, another thing that, apart from getting moving, well, it's another part of getting moving, is to get outdoors. It's spring now, and we have this great sunlight and the birds singing and just a lot of very positive things going on. So you can get out of your house, and hopefully you have a safe place where you can go and walk and be a safe distance from people. It's very strange to be socially distancing like this. So getting out is just really a terrific break from this and really makes your mind feel better. I find this to be a huge thing. I breathe deeply, I listen to the birds. Uh, it just helps change my mood. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is connection. Um, we're social distancing right now. This is a difficult time. I mean, just the nature of social distancing is that we are away from people that we love, and I might not see my parents again for another 3 months. I don't like that idea, but I stay in touch with them over the phone. Other friends, I've been using Skype. I've been using Zoom, which is a platform that a lot of people use for virtual meetings. So I think connection is really one of the great things that we can do to keep uh, ourselves well connected with the world. So I'm going to offer some more resources here. So I'm going to do my little go into the corner again, and so these are peer support resources that Mental Health Empowerment Project, the place where I work, where we are offering at the numbers that you see, 518-235-2173. We offer peer support calls where you can talk to someone one-on-one, and we have groups. Uh, I think there's 6 groups each day online, and if you call that number, you can also get the information on those groups. So back to this. And one of the most important things I've found during this time is that I'm getting to do things that I haven't done before. For instance, painting or playing the guitar, playing board games, Scrabble, reading, catching up on my reading. Um, Use your libraries as a resource. You can get ebooks, you can get audiobooks. There are so many ways you can increase your education and you can broaden your horizons. And there's never really been a better time to do it since we're kind of stuck inside. So, what I hope is that you will use the technique of calming yourself by taking this deep breath a few times a day and even adopt a mindfulness meditation practice. It can be for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I started out with a goal of 5 minutes and I would just time myself and that would be it. So I'm going to give you my number in case you want to call and ask for any resources like the ones that I've put together. So I want to say thank you for watching and listening. This is the Mental Health Empowerment Project, and I'm Todd French. You can reach me at tfrench at mhepinc.org. And I'm going to pop back up and say thank you and take care of yourselves. We're all going to get through this together, and I'd love to hear from you. So please feel free to give me a call, or rather, to send me an email. Thanks, and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.